So this is another avocado tree. And this one's just a baby. It's still growing. It's as old as the other ones. It's as old as that one over there, but it's just finding it harder to grow. For some reason, it could be the position it's in. It could be how much sunlight it's getting. It could be just the fact that it was hit harder during the drought. It could be anything. Maybe the soil lacks minerals or whatever, so maybe it's got less food to feed on, but with its roots, or maybe it just gets too much sun, I don't know, but it's smaller than the other ones and it's just as old. So this is a real shocking. I've never known rosemary to fail until it looks like this. So this rosemary plant has essentially died, it seems. I have no hope, unless it rains for 2 weeks, I have no hope that this one will bounce back at any stage. I wasn't sure if what's around here, whether this is just a weed or something, but it looks like a herb. It just looks like the plant has actually died. That one struggled with this transition. It was transitioned over here alongside the basil, which is doing quite well. So this is the basil. It was transferred here as well at the same time. So this one had been a big, well brought up bush. I mean, it wasn't huge, but it was not looking like that. It was looking like well developed. It was looking strong. It was looking, out of the two, it was looking like it was going to be the one to survive, and the other one was doomed to crash, and it's the direct opposite outcome, whereas this healthy bush just shriveled into nothing. So I'm so sad for it. This is a frangipani tree. I had no idea if it was actually going to grow. It was just a stick. It was just a stick when it was planted, and now it's got leaves. So it rooted and it's growing well, and it's going to probably turn into a nice big tree, which is fun. Since the basil is doing so well, this is the third lot of the basil. This was transferred later because I literally haven't seen this here before. So it's probably most recently transferred here, and it's probably to try and protect the other trees from their bugs. Either way, it's a nice, healthy looking bush, and it's bound to do well here. But the basil loves the sun. It gets very hot here, and the basil just seem to love this position. This doesn't have anything because what was here was pulled out. This had the blueberry bush with one of the two. I'll show you the other one in a second. The blueberry didn't do well here. It's not a pH balanced soil, and just didn't thrive. Just fell down into nothing after being collected as a healthy sapling. This is the other blueberry. Once again, didn't really survive. It's just sitting there like a stick. There's no hope for it, but it's still hasn't been replaced. They should put a nice healthy fruiting tree or mandarin tree or something here, or I don't know, apple tree or another fig. I don't care. I should have something to replace it because these blueberries just didn't have the right soil or the right conditions to do well. And lastly, this is the fig. It was the most impressive at first. While the other plants struggled, it looked like it was doing the best. But it hasn't actually grown very much. It's probably because there's been a lack of water, I guess. It's getting bigger. It looked like it was going to die actually during the drought season where we had like 3 or 4 months without water. But it's still there, it's kicking, and the bigger it gets, the better. And one day it's going to look very big and wonderful, and we'll eat very heartily the fruits off the trees and this and that, and it should be cool.